Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. Welcome to my channel. Hope all is well with you this morning. I'm up and about. I'm drinking my tea. I got to get on the highway and start driving. I got to drive all the way to a town called Waxahachie, Texas. I got to go all the way today. I've been out walking this morning. I want to highly recommend to everybody to keep moving. Especially you elders, get up and move around, get out there and walk, make yourself do it. I haven't walked in 3.5 months because of the weather and everything. I've been shut in, and now I'm getting out walking again, but I had to cut it short this morning because I got to drive all the way to Waxahachie, and I got a big Chewy order coming in today for the kids. And, I take care of outside cats, ferals, and things. So I got a large order coming in, but I won't be here to receive it. I'll be gone. So I got a neighbor. I talked to him. I asked him if he'd keep an eye on it till I get back. But I tell you what, I sat on that computer all day long yesterday. Have you ever done anything like that? I've been doing that here lately. You wouldn't believe the clutter that I've got in here. I would swing the camera and let you see it, but I'm so ashamed of it, I'm not going to do it. But I tell you, people, I've got so much I got to do, and when I get back today, I'm going to have to tear into it. So I'm going to have to make myself get off the computer. I try to answer all the comments. I just have so many of them coming in. That's a good thing. I appreciate all of you. Please don't get mad at me if I don't answer your comments. There are just so many of them that, and I type like this with one finger. So I'm prehistoric, you'll have to understand. But I hope all is well with you wonderful people this morning. I've been up. I let little Oreo out front. She went out front. She likes to go outside, but the sun's not out. It's a cloudy day, and we had a lot of hail come in late yesterday evening. It was a pretty bad one that come through. Thank God it missed us, but I feel for the people that it hit. They were saying that it was very large hail that came down. So, it's the season. It's time for that. We don't like it. I sure don't like those storms and those tornadoes and those high winds, 65, 75, 85 mile an hour winds. I don't like those things at all. I know you don't either. None of us do. But I got a lot to do today, a lot to do and all that sort of thing, So I've been very busy. I have really been going. You know what I've been doing too? I got to admit this to you. My neighbor brought me some peanut butter, and I've been wanting peanut butter, and I didn't even ask anybody. Isn't the Lord good? But she brought me some peanut butter, and she's a little Filipino lady from Philippines, and they live down from me in the apartment complex where I live. But I've been having peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now, the jelly I have is fig jam, is what it is. Oh, it's so good. I love fig. When I was a lad of a boy, I had peanut butter with grape jelly. But I don't need to buy any jelly. I've got a big old thing of it, so it's all I need. I don't need to go out and buy more. But I tell you what, people, it's something else. Let me show you my jelly here. I get this, and I just love this stuff. This is Mrs. Miller's, and it is fig jam, and it's absolutely scrumptious. I love this, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. You can see it. Oh, listen, it is so good. I like it better than just straight grape. I don't know, I quit buying grape jelly because it's so much sugar. This here is it's figs, and it's a jam. Jams are different than a jelly. I have found this to be so true. And, but anyway, that's what I've been doing. I had 2 of them yesterday. I used to eat them when I was a lad of a boy. I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I'd put that peanut butter on there about that thick, and the jelly too. I'd eat every bit of it. I wouldn't spill a drop of it. I had a good time. I really did. I was thinking about my dad earlier this morning. My dad was a wonderful man, and I sure miss him. He died back in 1974. He died in August of 1974, and my son was born, our firstborn was born December 18th, 1974. So my dad didn't get to see any of our children, and that really saddened me. But my dad had a drinking problem real bad. He was an alcoholic. He had come out of World War II, and my dad, he went into drinking real bad, and it was a bad situation. My dad would be missing for about 11 months out of the year, and we only got to see him about 1 month out of the year. And my mom, she went to work at Great Pet Bottling Company, and then she got a bunch of boyfriends, and she never came back. And there we were in this little shotgun house way out the other side of Balch Springs, way out in the country by a dirt road that went for miles in the woods. And we just, did the best we could. We went around gathering up Coke bottles and things like that. But in later years, I forgave my dad. Later years, my dad stopped being an alcoholic, and me and him, touched base and everything. And he came to our wedding, me and my wife's wedding, Kitten, and but my dad died in 1974, and I sure miss him. I sure miss him. We hunted together and fished together. When I was a lad of a boy, he helped me to fly my kites, and he did all kinds of wonderful things. He taught me everything I know about gardening and about taking care of chickens, how to harvest a chicken. He didn't call it killing, he called it harvesting. And how to pluck the chicken, how to clean it, how to wash it all up, and how to cut it up properly if you're going to fry it. And he even taught me how to fry. And my dad taught me everything I know, really. And my dad was a wonderful man. He really was. We all have problems, Dad, he was with George S. Patton in World War II. He was blown out of 3 tanks. He had lots of Purple Hearts. And my dad, the memory of, all the men that he was with, they were like brothers. I mean, they lived in a tank, a Sherman tank. And but a lot of them were killed, and it bothered my daddy real bad. And my dad had to go into a village. They had to kill men, women, and children in Germany, and they were given the direct order. And my dad, he just really suffered with all these things. And I'll never forget it. My dad told me one time they fired off a flare, and it lit up. And he said there was Germans side by side all out in front of his tank, and they thought that our tanks were their tanks. And my dad had a 50 caliber machine gun on top of the tank, and my dad opened up, and he said he mowed those people down. He watched them as they fell, but he had to. Then when they ran out of ammunition, they had to fist fight and fight with knives and his 45. And it was hand-to-hand combat there in Germany. And my dad told me and my brother about these things. And he hardly ever talked about it. He hardly ever talked. We had to kind of get a little bit out of him at a time, and he'd just rather not remember those things and talk about it. But hey, you have a good day. I've already made this video too long. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory. I got to head to Waxahachie. You people have a good day. God bless you all.